Okay, I guess we are live. That took a few seconds for that to work and listen to me. Computers didn't want to listen to me today. What a surprise. So here we are on Plate in Traffic. Ray Guarino is your man tonight from Motormouth Radio. Lewis Lee will be here shortly. He's traveling, so he's going to come in on his phone. So I see no one wants to hear what I have to say. So guess what? Egg.
You sure anyone wants to hear what I have to say?
You know what? But maybe between the two of us, Jim, we can come up with something that maybe somebody might want to hear.
Well, I hope so.
So yeah, Lewis will be in a little bit. So
where is he? Did he tell you?
I saw on YouTube. Last I saw, he was in Florida. I don't know where he is now. And he does tricky stuff. Like he'll put up a video today. He was in Florida, but like then you ask him in the video. No, that was like 3 days ago. I just put the video up. So he's somewhere in the United States, I imagine.
All right.
So
sounds like he's having a good time.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. I mean, anybody who watches the channel knows. He's busting out schoolie. He built that school bus as a traveling house. I don't think I could do that. I really don't. I mean, I just got back from a trip down south, and now next week I'm going back again. And just traveling like that, even though I like it and it's family, it's fun. It's like, I don't know. I'd just rather be here or somewhere.
Yeah. I think I would be the same way. I'm not sure I want to live like that.
Some people have that nomadic gene, and it's and don't get me wrong. When I travel, I love being away. I do all sorts of crazy stuff. I drive more miles when I'm away than the whole trip takes. It's I go all over the place, but there's something about having home base. And last time we stayed in an Airbnb. It was the first time we did it, and we're doing it again next week. And that's kind of nice because at least instead of going back to a hotel room, now you have a house.
Yeah.
And you can go outside and the hotel. And I like, we were staying in some nice hotels. Don't get me wrong, really nice hotels. But after a while, it's like, I want to open a window. I want to see what it's like outside. It's like, let me out. So.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it gets to you. Gets to you. But what about you? Any traveling plans? You take a vacation this summer, or are you going to just keep working?
I'll keep working because that's all I can afford to do.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's life.
That's a 4-letter word, work.
Yeah, I know. For you guys, sure.
Well, you got to have some kind of vacation time, right? I mean,
I got plenty of vacation time. They gave us what's called unlimited PTO.
My daughter has that, yeah.
Yeah, with one of these new things.
Right. I would imagine, depending on the company, at some point they're going to say, hey, you know what? I'm taking a lot of PTO. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, we've already had that in my company.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who are taking just way too much. And then my boss was telling me there's a lot of people who take way too little.
Yeah.
And somebody actually was in a conversation today. We were discussing compensation and stuff like that. And somebody even said, yeah, I'm saving up my PTO. And we looked at them like, why are you saving up your PTO? You have unlimited.
I'll tell you a little secret. When I just retired from college life, and I had maxed out my sick time. I maxed out my vacation time. Every year, when I got 5 more weeks vacation, I had to use it or lose it in that year, or because everything was maxed. So when I retired, man, they owed me a lot of money. They owed me like $130,000 in unused sick and vacation time. And I said, great, that's going to be cool. Oh, yeah. Wait till you see what they tax you, what the tax rate is.
Yeah,
if I would have known, luckily I was able to open a 457 and a 403B account and dump about half of it in. I had to take a check for the other half, and it was like almost 40%.
Yikes.
I said, if I would have taken those freaking days off, I could have at least enjoyed the day off and gotten paid.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well.
Stupid me.
Best laid plans.
So we see our nomadic friend made it on tonight. Lewis, how are you?
Good. How's everybody?
Welcome to Plane in Traffic. It's good you could stop by. Good to see you.
Thanks.
Nice guest.
Thanks for having me.
We've been wanting you to come on and tell us about these trips, and everybody wants to know where you are now. And
I am still in Youngstown. I just I'm just now leaving. I ran into some issues on the bus. Last week I was saying that I had that putter, so we chased it down and it ended up being a injector.
Okay.
So you have to take the valve cover off to get to the injectors. So I just replaced all the injectors because I figured if one went bad, the rest are going to go bad sooner or later.
You must be talking to Chris.
Yeah.
That's that's his Chris, my co-host on Motormouth Radio, and his mantra is, I got a bad sensor or a bad coil or a bad injector, I might as well change them all because they're all the same age.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of twisted logic to that, there really is. And I always go the other way. Well, change what's bad, and deal with it. But I really come to think, I thought about it a lot hard, and I talked to Joe about it, and we agreed that with fuel injectors and spark plugs and wires and things of that nature, if you do just change one or two, now you create an imbalance in the system because you
Yeah.
have, say, one or two injectors that's firing now nice and hot like it should, and the others aren't because through age they're laboring. So
Right.
you create an imbalance. And
So I jumped up horsepower and I went bigger injectors. So I got a little more horsepower.
all right, so the basic rule of hot rodding is you added more fuel. Now you need to look at the air side. Can you add more air?
Yeah.
Can you get more air in the engine? That's
Well, I'm running a 5-inch exhaust already, so
geez.
I think I'll be okay.
I think, well, that's the outside. It's the input side. When you add the fuel, you need the air coming in to mix with it. That's how you get the air fuel ratio.
Yeah.
So, but you'll know.
Um,
You'll know.
Yeah, my old mechanic, he works at a place where they had the same motors, and he said every truck that they get in, they automatically change the injectors to the upper ones.
Okay.
So I went with what his advice because he's a heck of a mechanic.
Yeah. Go with the guy who
Yep.
knows.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
You have to change the tune at all for the
No.
bigger injectors? No, okay.
Nope.
Good.
And so when we did all that, I seen I had a wheel bearing seal leaking, so we changed that today. And I'm at the truck stop right now to get my lugs torqued, make sure they're on tight.
What's the setting for those lugs?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm sure it's pretty high.
Yeah.
So you were
probably,
talking
I'm
about
not
that.
sure.
You were talking about having a torque multiplier so you could change the tire on the road. Of course, when you get a flat, if you don't have a torque wrench, you just tighten them. It's like just get back on the road. But
Right.
yeah, I'm curious what that would be.
Well, I know when I got the rims and tires put on, they had a breaker bar that was 6 foot long and two guys torquing them.
Yikes.
So I'm pretty sure it's pretty heavy. So I have a big impact wrench, like the big monster,
Right.
but my air compressor is small. So
Yeah.
so I'm gonna make sure I'm here at the truck stop now to have them tighten them up, and then we're heading to Michigan.
Michigan. Okay. So
Yeah,
when
we're supposed to be there last week. We're supposed to be
Right.
there last Friday, but I was still moving my mom, and then this happened with the bus. So
Are you going to be able to stop in to see Justin at all? Do you think up at American Gas?
maybe on my way back down.
Yeah, he's in Saginaw. I know that's
Yeah.
up Peninsula.
Yeah, so we're going to Upper Peninsula, so we'll be up there around him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, other than that, we just got done working on the bus about 2 hours ago, and I'm hitting the road.
Yeah, speaking of that, torquing, I saw something, I don't remember where I saw it now, but they showed at Harbor Freight, they have a dedicated torque wrench for wheel lugs. And it kind of looked like a tire iron. It was like shaped like an L or a 7. And I think the way I saw what this guy was saying was it had preset torque settings on it. So I don't know what those would be, but I'm curious because that'd be good. I get one of those for my daughter and her husband. This way, he doesn't have a torque wrench, and he can at least be, in a better ballpark of, Torque. So I was curious to see that, but I didn't see it in the store last time I was there. So
Yeah, isn't it, always better to be safe.
yeah, without a
Oh
doubt,
yeah.
without a doubt.
We got Zero with us this trip, dog. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Say hi. No, he won't talk.
Wow. So what type of dog is that, Lewis?
Dalmatian.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
It's my
Yeah,
daughter's dog. We're babysitting, so we taking him with us.
that's
Okay.
right. You had the cat with you one trip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Dr. Seuss. You'll be taking all the animals with you.
Yeah, right. Noah's Ark.
Get yourself a monkey or carrying all the crazy stuff. Wow.
So I learned a lot about the bus, playing with it. Stuff I don't want to do anymore, but hey, you got to do it if you want to keep it
Well,
moving.
yeah. Now, when you're traveling around like that, you have to.
And my man Roy, he's my man that's helped me out here. I
Yep.
wouldn't be on the road if it wasn't for him.
How's it going, Roy? Did you ever?
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you, Ray? Roy.
I'm at the truck stop right now, Roy, having them torque down the lugs. Oh, we lost it.
We're breaking that. We're breaking up on this end. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I'm at the truck stop right now getting the lugs torqued.
Sounds like Roy's on a delay.
I don't hear
So,
it.
Lewis, did you ever rectify your stove issue?
Yeah, something's going on here with this internet.
Yeah.
Try to go on with your phone, Roy.
Yeah. And it's internet.
Yeah, try using your phone. I'm on my phone right now.
That could or could not work. It all depends on the Wi-Fi, really.
Yeah. What was your question, Ray?
I was asking if you ever resolved the issue.
Yeah,
if you
that's
found a better stove for the bus.
Yeah, I took the antique stove out and I put a cooktop inside the countertop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working pretty good. We blow a fuse every once in a while, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. All right.
It heats up crazy fast. It's one of those, I forget what they call it, man. But as soon as you hit the button, it's hot.
So you obviously went electric.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go with a gas like propane?
We decided not to go to propane because somebody's bus caught on fire, and I didn't want to catch on fire, so we just
All
went
right.
electric.
Okay.
There you go.
I've listen. I worked when I was at Levin. I worked on a lot of cases. There were a lot of lawsuits against us because an electric stove would just, short and burn down, and burn down a trailer or something. And I remember it was when I was kind of new there. We had to take all of the connectors from the burners, and my job was to mount them, section them, and do the metallurgy on them to see if they metallurgically failed. That would be about the only thing that would cause an issue on our side of the equation. And they found out that no, it wasn't on our side at all. It was user error or
Yeah.
I don't remember the specifics of the case, but they when there's a fire like that, they use what's called the shotgun approach. They basically, they sued the trailer manufacturer, even though it was like 50 years old. They sued the stove manufacturer. Then they sued the company who made the elements for the stove, who was us. So
Yeah.
they sue everybody. If you're remotely related, you're being sued. Okay, now
We got
Roy
feedback.
I got to remove that one. He had two windows open. Okay, now good. We got
Better?
Yeah.
Okay, had to turn the computer off.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
All right, hello. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Excellent.
no worries.
Good to see you, Roy.
Thank you. Same to here.
So
We made it.
I'm at the truck stop now, waiting. They're gonna torque down my lugs,
Ah, good.
and the bus is running good. I can feel the difference of the power for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a strange deal,
Yeah,
to say the least.
yeah. I mean, man, I appreciate you for real.
Oh man, me too.
I was gonna get the oil changed, but they can't do it until 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna keep on moving and get it done in the morning.
Yeah, keep on trucking.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you're moving. Where you at?
I'm in Austin town.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're just getting rolling.
Yeah, yeah. Try to put in a couple hours and take a nap and then keep it moving.
I hear you. Well, you'll have a few days up there, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's over Sunday, so we'll play around up there. And I think we're going over to Arcos in Big Falls, Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. I know what's going on here.
Oops.
Oh, lost him.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're on the phone.
So Ray, you're going down south again next week?
Yes, sir. Going back down and just reserved a car today, and staying at another Airbnb. Kind of liking that deal, and making lists of what I got to take already, but it won't be as much this time. So
Yeah. What's up, Brian?
Hey guys, what's going on?
here he is.
What's up,
Another
Brian?
day in the big city.
You got that right. Whew.
So Brian, it ended up being an injector.
Injector, really?
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2, huh?
Yep. So I replaced them all, and I went up on the horsepower on them.
Wow, that's
So,
good.
So yeah, I could feel the difference. I only drove it about 15 minutes, and man, I could feel the difference of the power.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, did you take it to somebody, or did it just come out? Did somebody scan it?
Well, we scanned it. We found out it was number 2, and then so we started checking the wiring harness. Then we checked the ECM. All that was good. Roy checked it out. Everything was good. So we was like, oh, it's got to be an injector. So we pulled the injectors and switched them out. That's it.
That's good.
Night and day difference.
Yep. Yep.
And Roy spotted a oil leak out of my wheel bearing. So we did that today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm at the truck stop. They're gonna torque down my lugs, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Brian, do you know what the torque is on a wheel like that? We were just discussing that.
600, I think.
600
Yeah.
foot-pounds?
600? Wow.
Jeez. How the hell do the
I know
studs
it's a
stay in
lot.
shape? What size are those studs? What diameter stud is that?
You know what? Maybe I'm thinking of the Max. That might be like 500.
Still.
That's still
Yeah.
a lot of force.
We used to have to torque them all. It's been a long time.
And there's how many lugs on that wheel?
Good
I
Ten?
forget. 10?
It's either 8 or 10.
Yeah.
10.
You know, the more studs you have, the more distributed that load is. That really defies logic to me. I'm surprised.
I'll find out in a few minutes when the guy comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
He's lollygagging. He must don't know I want to hit the road.
Yeah, right.
How's your wife feeling, buddy?
She's still the same.
Yeah.
My wife caught poison ivy on her face.
Oh,
So
God.
she's not feeling too good.
That sucks.
Now you got that big old bus. You could be doing other things than running around in the woods like that, Lewis.
Yeah.
See, it's because we came home and she was picking them out in our front porch. If we'd have never came home, we'd have been good.
Yeah, likely. Wink, wink. Yeah, that's a likely story. Come on, man.
And then I ruined her shoes.
Oh no.
Yeah, we had the doghouse off and we started the bus with the valve cover off, and oil shot into the bus.
Oh, jeez.
So I had to buy her a new pair of shoes.
New pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Yep, next day delivery.
Oof.
This dude needs to come on.
Yeah, I tell you, Lewis, I've been giving Summit up by you in Ohio a run for their money, man. They've been sending me stuff almost every day.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I'm glad they're so close because I get it in like a day or two. Depending what time I order it, I can have it the next day sometimes.
Yeah.
So I got
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes from us. I was just by there yesterday.
Now, I'll give you a little bit of trivia. I love watching my Barney Miller episodes. And 2 nights ago, they had an episode where a woman came in, the show set in New York City in the 70s. But she came in, she was a tourist, and she was mugged, I believe. And they asked her where she was from. And she goes, "Oh, Youngstown, Ohio." And they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
I expected them to say, "Really? You got mugged here? I think you'd be tougher than that." Yeah,
You know, we're referenced in a lot of movies and TV shows.
really.
Yeah.
Especially the mob stuff.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised to hear that, but that was, hey, look at that.
I had never looked it up until we talked about it. The torque specs on my truck is 362 foot-pounds.
362.
And they say tractor trailers are from 450 to 500.
I saw, years ago when Clay Coon was doing videos out of his shop. He did a lot of tractor work, semi work. He showed the torque because they were doing. I think they were doing some tool testing, trying to break the socket or whatever. And he used his truck torque wrench, which had to be looked like 4 foot long, 5 foot long. I don't know.
It's like 6 foot long.
Yeah, I knew that he had. They were putting some screws to some stuff, but
Yeah, and I'll be really honest. I don't. In all the years that I've had mine, of course. I mean, I don't drive anywhere. I mean, I just put around town. I'm lucky if the truck gets over 30 miles an hour. But I torque them only to 120 because I want to be able to get them off.
right.
I've had the very first time that I had tires put on. I didn't do it. I had somebody else do them, a shop. And when I had a problem, I mean, it took everything that I had in my little black bag to get the wheels off. And from then on, I said, there is no way in the world that I'm never doing that again. And ever since then, 20 some years later, I've done the tires myself. So,
Yeah.
I had a company do my tow truck one time, and I put new tires on, and I'm rolling down the street, and my two dually wheels fell off the truck.
wow.
Yeah, I was towing a car, so it lifted up the front of my truck, and I couldn't steer, and I just eased off to the side of the road. Luckily, man, I didn't hit anything, but I lost one wheel, and the other one rode down the street, could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will admit, I hate the buddy wheel or because it's a stud on a stud for the rear wheels, and I particularly don't like that, and hopefully I get them tight enough. I don't want to have a problem, but I mean, knock on wood, I've never had an issue.
I think that was the original Bud style where your stud actually held the inner wheel on and then the outer wheel went on with a nut.
Yeah, that's what I have, Tim.
I still have that square drive socket to drive that in. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in a pinch, you find a 12-point, but it'll work. But like I said, I haven't had the rears off that much, but I will make sure that they're tight. And I do drive it around, the block or drive it down the road for a little bit and stop and then retighten to make sure. But that's a lot. When somebody cranks those things on and you're sitting on the side trying to get those things off,
Yeah, no fun.
You're not doing it.
That's why
So-
he needs to get an air hose hooked up on a bus so he can use his impact.
Oh yeah, that's what I
Their
told
jack
him.
and his
He needs to
impact.
hook there. Yep.
Yeah, that's my next on the next trip home. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah.
You get. I'll set you up like I did with Ray with one of those trade-ins, and that half-inch gun will do it.
It's a monster. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a monster of a gun, and
Yeah.
I got. I don't know. I took 6 more trade-ins.
Really?
Last week. Yeah.
Everybody's going battery, huh?
No, I mean a lot of them are just getting the newest version of that gun.
Okay.
What did they run?
And- What, the trade-ins?
Yeah.
It depends on if I have to put anything really in them. About $250.
All right, let me know.
Well,
when we got one together. You don't have no DeWalt's, do you?
Huh?
You don't have any DeWalt's, do you?
These are air. These are air
Oh.
gun. These are air impacts.
Oh,
I
Angry-
sell Milwaukee. I sell the Milwaukees. I don't do DeWalt. That's the other Mac name. That's the other. The man ain't coming.
all right.
we know how good
Right.
their service is.
Yeah, I
No, I
don't.
was thinking
The
it was,
battery stuff
battery.
is the battery stuff is all Milwaukee. Or I'll say the Matco stuff. I mean, the Matco stuff isn't bad, but you can't beat the warranty for the Milwaukee. For the
Right.
price you're paying, and you got 5 years versus 3, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, with the battery stuff, you're going to break it. It's going to wear out. It doesn't last like an air tool. I mean,
Like everything else too, it all depends how much you use it, how often you use it, what kind of environment you're using it in.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's true. I mean, like I said, some of these guys. I mean, hell, they used to have. We still had problems with air tools when guys would break them loose with the tool instead of breaking them loose first.
Right.
Just taking and wonder why they break the air tools, but the battery ones really can't take that. I mean, I watch guys just hold the trigger down and they just start trying to take bolts off, and the thing's jumping all over the place. And it comes back and they say, "Why is it broken?" And I'm like, so
Because you're a caveman.
yeah.
I'm at the pallet truck stop, and this guy's changing tires with the spoons.
Yep.
Why wouldn't they
Oh,
have
God.
the machine?
Because they're all. It's a spoon. Actually, I do all mine with spoons.
I used to when I had a back.
Yeah, screw that. This is the 21st century.
They actually have one. They have one that's it's a spoon. I mean, it's like the spoon, but it has an adapter where you put your air impact on, and you just stand there and just let the toy. I mean, it's awesome. Other than the $1,500 price tag or $1,600 price tag.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, but look what it does for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't do tire. I mean, if I did tires every day, that'd be one thing. But I mean,
Yeah.
I get my once a year or a year and a half. I don't know. Actually, it was a little longer. Those tires lasted. Well, the rear ones were 5 years almost. So it was 5 years. I don't know. The next 5 years, I'll be a little older. I don't know if I'd look at it that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the next 5, I won't be doing this.
Yeah, I think that'd kill me if I tried to do it now.
Yeah.
Or I'd love to find somebody to drive the truck around. I need to find a redhead. I mean, a young man that would like to venture off into a new side business.
Young man with red hair. So, Jim, we're taking your suggestion from a while ago, and on this trip, we're going to buy some compression socks.
Oh, okay.
Because my wife was complaining too. She says, "Yeah, you know what? One time when we're driving, because I'll go 11 hours. I'm doing 11 hours and just one gas stop, And she's like, yeah, my feet were really swollen. They were bothering me too. So she was telling her doctor this, and doc says, well, you get out and walk around, right? You stop, right? She goes, no, make one stop and it's for gas. And she goes, what? Can't you make him stop? You got to make him stop. She's like, no, you don't understand. Like, we want to get there. It's like on the way home, we'll stop. But so the doctor was thinking I was some kind of a monster or whatever, like forcing him to stay in the car. So, but I said, yeah, maybe we'll get some compression socks this time and give it a shot.
Yeah, that came from my cardiologist.
What's up?
Ray, if you get a, I'm sorry. Go on, Joe.
No, I was going to say the compression sock thing came from my cardiologist because I have that problem with ankle swelling up and stuff like that. He says, yeah, wear these. And even says, I wear them too.
Right.
Because he's on his feet all day long and stuff like that. And his ankles will swell up, so he wears compression socks as well.
Yeah, my wife was saying, oh my God, people are going to, how's that going to look? I'm like, you're going to be in a car for 11 hours. Who's going to see you? I said, I'm not looking at you. I said, I'm looking at the road. I don't give a shit. I'll be wearing the same dopey socks. What the hell do I care?
Unless, well, you can always take a picture and put a post up, right?
Yeah, right.
Just go ahead, right? Really freak her out when it's dark and you make a flash in the car. And she said, what were you taking a picture of? Never mind.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You just need to get a bus and you can have her walk around in the back. That's all.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There you go. She can make you dinner while you're rolling.
Sure. That's not bad.
It is nice being able to eat a snack anytime you're ready.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good. I survive on like cookies, grapes, and what else? Trail mix. I don't know, whatever the hell.
Yeah, we don't have to stop to use the bathroom either. We can just pull over to the shoulder, go to the bathroom, and keep it moving.
That is nice.
Just set the cruise and walk in the back.
Yeah.
I seen a video on YouTube. A guy did that. He goes, I set the cruise. I went back to make a sandwich.
His wife's got it.
You can probably do that in a new RV, right? Lane assist and all that. Just
probably
let it go.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
You put the dog in the seat. Yeah.
The sad part about it, there's probably been a few people have tried that. So.
Oh yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
I had an exciting weekend.
What happened to you?
Well, nothing really happened to me.
Oh, good.
Something happened to my son, but I can get to that after. Oh, you want to see? Here, come here. Show him on camera. We'll just spoil the.
Oh
yeah.
What is that?
Is that a fracture or sprain?
It was a fracture.
Uh-oh. What was he doing? Playing baseball without a bat?
No, yeah, his hand. We went to a skate park. I'm going to do the whole story. I'll jump right to the end. Went to a skate park on a BMX bike, and he did like some jump and broke it. Yeah. But so I went from here up to Pennsylvania to go to Truck Nationals. There's a bunch of my Cyclone Typhoon friends were there.
Okay.
Went to see that. So there's a bunch of big rigs. It's all trucks. So there's a bunch of big rigs and vans, and it was it was all right. It was pretty cool. And they have a swap meet. So we're walking around a swap meet, and my son's like, "Oh look, there's a BMX bike. Let's go look at it." I'm like, "I'm not getting a bike. You have your skateboard. You're gonna be use your skateboard." Oh, our plan was to go to Woodward and go skating there. I'll get to that in a second. So we saw this BMX bike. It was an okay price. I got him down a little bit, and so anyway, I bought it. Hauled it in the car. When we get to Woodward that next day, whatever it was, they have camp going on, so there's no open skating. Woodward's like a huge skate park, BMX, but they have BMX trails, and it's just freaking. I saw the pictures, and I'm like, this is really cool. They wouldn't even let us go in there and look. It's like, there's camp going on, there's a bunch of kids. Hey, look, I drove 15 hours to come here. Anyway, that is my screwed up. I should have. It is on the website, but it's kind of buried a little bit. Anyway, so then I'm like, well, we want to go skating. I want to that's why we went there. So like when we're traveling back home, we'll just hit. There's a bunch of skate parks right off the parkways and stuff like that, 10, 15 minutes off. So we did that. So we hit like 3 of them on the one day. Then the next day, which is Monday, it's the first one we went to too. We go there, and he's skating on a skateboard. This is a huge. It was in Morrisville, and I didn't realize I'm driving around like this, all this like NASCAR stuff, and I guess it was like right in the NASCAR country or something like that. And it was like, yeah, I had no idea. And so he's skating fine on the skateboard, no problem. He goes, Dad, let's get the bikes out. I go, all right, because I bought a bicycle, BMX bike, and I was riding around too. Just trying not to kill myself. And he's going around fine, everything's fine. And then I see him go around this corner, and I hear a bike wipe out. I'm like, oh man, he wiped out. And I figured I'll go over there and go, hey, you know what? How you doing? And he's just sitting there. Oh, I think I broke my wrist. And it was like pushed out.
Oh,
all swollen. I'm like, yeah, I think you did too. Like, call 911. I go, I need a paramedic here. I gotta go to, I don't know where the heck I am. The guy's like, what's the address? I'm like, I don't know. I'm at the skate park. Is there more than one skate park in Morrisville? So I find the address and I give it to them, and they show up, and I get them there. So there's like 4 hours or something like that in the hospital. And then I call my wife, and she's like, what did you do to her?
Yeah, what did you do to my baby?
What happened? Like, he went over this little ramp a bunch of times, no problem. Just what happened was, it was so funny. Like right before, he goes, Dad, I think the bike's slowing down. I go, oh, you're probably just getting used to the speed, So he was getting more comfortable and going faster and faster. Right. He took that jump a little bit too fast and wiped out. But so I go to my wife, and she's like, all right, I'm making an appointment for tomorrow, which is Tuesday. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm driving straight through. So it's like 10, 11 hours away.
There we go.
Yep. I filled the car up. Oh, also the car was overheating. And it was leaking water from somewhere. Yeah. So every time I stopped, I just poured some more water in the radiator, and then the overflow, filled it overflow.
Which car was that, Keith?
Yeah. What piece of crap? What car were you driving?
Yeah, exactly. It's like HHR.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and it's lowered, and it's got exhaust on it. So that was another big problem. It's freaking humming the whole time.
That was the whole problem.
Great. You take some great trips, I tell you. That's really cool.
Yeah. So
Keith calls me and says, "Hey, I'm in Hagerstown." I said, "Oh, that's like an hour and a half." I was like, "That's awesome." Unfortunately, I'm in the hospital.
Yeah, poor shadow.
I had to take mom to the hospital on her birthday. On her birthday.
No.
Yeah.
She had her AFib came back. It was it's been like a little over a year that they had I guess they shock it to put it back in rhythm or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And so typical fashion, she calls and she's like, well, I'm kind of down. I don't what's wrong? Well, it started at midnight. I'm like, well, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and you're now just calling. I said, get ready. I'm taking you to the hospital.
Yeah, I had to have it done about 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe as long
I don't know. I think I'm hoping she's been doing great, but like everything else, I think that you get used to the medication or whatever, or they tweak it a little bit, and next thing you know, you're spending the afternoon in the hospital.
Yeah.
But that all worked. It was funny because I'm watching the machine, I'm watching the thing, and it wasn't. She said that it wasn't like normal, as where it was like her chest, like or it wasn't like her heart was trying to bounce around. Usually she gets them pretty bad, but she was floating around 117 to 120, and normally it should be around 50, 55 or whatever, And So I'm sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden I'm like looking at it, and all of a sudden it's like 58, just like that.
Wow.
And I said, "How you feeling?" And she's like, I don't know. Well, I feel. She goes, what does it say? And I said, no. You tell me, how you feeling? She goes, well, I felt weird for a millisecond, but I don't think it's. And then she goes, it's normal, right? And I said, yep, 54. So of course, they walk in. They're in the middle of doing all these tests, and it's like, oh, you're all better.
See ya.
Here you go. If you have a problem, come back. I guess you guys, because we were for dinner. We were going to go to our favorite barbecue joint, And then she's like, I guess we're not going to get, barbecue tonight. And I said, I don't know, Mom. If they want to put you in here, I'll have to sneak some ribs in for you. And so they said, well, I guess you guys are going to celebrate. Guess you guys have your barbecue now. So,
Nice.
but hopefully.
Yeah, when
They
I
don't let them go
had,
home like that.
when I had AFib, they told me that you can get it just by getting shocked or stressed or a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. And like I said, she's had it. I mean, it's been an ongoing. She's gone through a couple of those procedures where they, zap her back in the reality or whatever. And, like I said, she says sometimes it only lasts 15 minutes or sometimes it sticks around for a while. So.
Yeah, they did the same thing to me. They shocked my heart back in the rhythm and sent me home. Said bye. I was like, well, what do I do? And they was like, if it comes back, call us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
That's
what?
the funny part. Well, can't do anything else. Actually, one time, if I remember correctly, we were taking her to get it done. And by the time we walked in, it was all done with. And they were like, well, you don't need this now. And it's like, just go ahead and zap it one time for good luck anyway.
Oh,
I mean,
good luck.
Let's just give her a fork and just stick it in an outlet. There you go.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to SEMA on that Saturday, and I think I went to the doctor's on Thursday, and he said if I would have got on the plane, my heart would have blew up.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a owner of a shop, and he went on vacation. And I don't know where he went, but it was someplace where you go scuba diving down in the islands or whatever. But he went in the morning. He went scuba diving, and then that afternoon he went parasailing.
Oh.
And because of the depth of the water and then the altitude, his heart blew. I mean,
wow.
he died. I think it was the other way around. He
his
did the
heart was
parasailing
compressed?
in the morning, huh?
Oh, he did parasailing first?
Yeah, he
So
did the
the heart got
parasailing
bigger.
in the morning, and then he went scuba diving, and that's where he actually died scuba diving, doing the scuba diving. He went too deep or whatever, and they said because of the altitude and then the depth, the pressure, it wiped him out.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go far down, 100 feet. 100 feet's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I did that. We were in off of Cancun, I think. I think it was Cancun. No. What's over on the? I think no. It was Cancun. I think we had gone scuba diving, and there was one of those Cessna airplanes, drug runner plane, that was down in the water. And I started going down to it. It didn't look that far. That water was crystal clear. I mean, and I'm descending, and I'm going down, and man, I could hear my ears starting to pop. I'm like, dude, I don't know how. I looked up, and everybody was about that big.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, holy crap, I know I'm down here. And I knew, because the guy told us, if you get a little deep, you know, you want to come up slow. You don't want to come up fast. And that was our, you know, we had our 20-minute safety drill on how to be a professional diver. You know what I'm saying? On the boat, you know? At least that's the only thing I can remember.
The same thing when I was.
And
the same thing when I went to Mexico. Same training.
So I come up real slow, and it took me forever, man. I was just, and as a big guy, I don't really float, so it was real slow going up. And we got back up, and that guy said, "Man, you were down there." He said, "Yeah, that plane looks closer than what you think." And I was like, "It sure did. I was down there."
So the plane must have looked small. It couldn't have looked big because.
Yeah, it looked medium size. I mean, like I said, it just where I was, I knew it was down there. I just didn't know how far down.
And I guess the thing you should have thought of is like the pros already picked all the drugs out of it, and they got the coke and all the.
Oh, I know, but I just wanted. I mean, you know, this is like the first time.
Yeah,
seeing like a wreck down. You know, like I said, I wanted to go down and look.
I know.
And
you can see clearly 100 feet.
Yeah.
You know, we're fishing 100 feet in the Gulf. You can look down over and see them swimming along the bottom.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. That water, I mean, I've never seen, like I said, never seen how clear. I mean, it was just unbelievable looking through that stuff. I mean, looking in there. And so when we were down there, what they did on the other side of the boat, they had these like you know, the smaller like a 35-gallon, I guess. Maybe they were, I don't think they were 55s. They were a whole bunch of 35-gallon oil jugs, and they were just filled with fish parts. So we're over on one side of the boat, and these guys start dumping it into the other side, and within like a millisecond, that whole area is just, you're swimming with fishes. I mean, you just have all kinds of, I mean, you're in the way of the fish eating, dude. They're just, you know, you're just in the middle of all these. It was like really, really interesting being surrounded like that. So of course, then afterwards we all get out and everybody asks, he goes, "Well, what if a shark came?" He goes, "He would have been eating really good." That's what the guy told. Everybody on the boat had that look on their face like, okay, we're not doing that again. Yeah, that was crazy. Good times.
Look, Keith, it's good to see that you're as normal as everybody else. I've been watching the progression of the stuff building up in your room behind you. And you're really getting to the point like that I'm at in a lot of spaces. It's like, where did all this shit come from?
You'll be like this. Oh, I got boxes all over.
Yeah, it's like the box will be taking over me in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
We feel good.
He's getting more and more crap in here. The dumping ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was driving, I thought of you, Ray. When I was driving down, I saw Sun City in whatever, was it Tennessee or something?
Oh, that's in South Carolina.
South Carolina? Yeah, I was driving like Sun City. Oh yeah.
So that's where Jeep and Al is now, by the way.
Jeep and Al, yeah.
I'll be seeing him next week.
Yeah. And I just kept on going.
Wait a minute, I thought you said you went up to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, went to Pennsylvania, came down.
Starting out in Florida.
So you came across and then went, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So when I went up, I took I-95 all the way up. And when I came back, I don't
Bless you, my son. I hate that freaking road.
When I came
Yeah,
back,
95 is terrible, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
95,
avoid it
yeah,
like
but,
the
but I
plague.
got to go to south of the border. I don't understand. Every time I go to south of the border, it always looks like it's abandoned. I don't. It's so weird.
Really?
Yep.
I've been years and years. It looks the same. Like nobody's there ever. Like why don't they? Perfect place to build something up. I don't know why
So
they don't do anything.
that's how many miles? That's a lot of miles. How many miles did you do?
I'm like probably total 2,000. I think.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
Then when I came back down, because I want to hit all these skate parks, I think is it 7? What's over
83?
there? 80 something. Yeah, that's 83 or something like that. 83, and then I think 70 or something to go cut
77.
across. Yeah, maybe it's 77. That sounds
Yeah, I'd
right.
be thinking that going down.
I took that across, then I hit 95, and then came back. Because what I try to do is I don't want to go through Atlanta, so to avoid that at all costs.
There's a lot of
Look,
cities
the dog
you
is-
don't want to go through.
There's zero.
The dog is driving. Look.
Yeah.
There's zero. There he is. He's my hero.
Yeah, that's great. Zero the
He's
hero.
a good boy.
That's cool. Nice.
I think he still has a speaker on. Can the dog hear us?
Might.
He's probably looking like, where did everybody go? He just woke.
Yeah.
That's like my dogs. My dogs will be snoozing, and they wake up and they're like, "Hey, where did everybody go?" Like, you left the room.
Yeah.
They think that you're just sitting there, and they all roll out. Everybody leaves the room and leaves the dog, and
Right.
a little lost.
I think he hears us. It's funny.
Probably. He's like, "What's going on?"
Anybody got doggy treats?
Well,
Hey, dog.
I forgot it was a Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Good looking dog.
He's looking.
So, so Thursday night, so last Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, I'm going to do the grocery shopping, die cash run, and everything in the morning. Early in the morning, right? I'm driving along, minding my own business. Nobody, I mean, like, there's usually nobody on the road, at 5:30 in the morning, and driving along, and I come around this bend, and there's a car on its roof spinning,
Oh, jeez.
just sitting there spinning around, and it's slowing down.
It's like
The tires rolling one way, the car's doing the spin.
Wow.
So I come up and I'm like, well, where the hell did this come from? Because it's like nobody passed me,
Right.
So this is right on 190. I live on 198. This is a little further down going into Laurel. And there's 11th Street off to the side. And I see this car just mangled up. It's on its wheels, but it's been hit hard, and it's down on the side of the street. So I stopped, and this other guy stops, and he goes, "Is anybody in there?" And all the airbags had gone. It was the curtains came down and everything. I said, "I don't know. I don't see anybody standing." And I went over to the other guy, and the other guy's like, he's like screaming in his car. He's laying. I don't know from the impact if the seat fell back or he put it back, but he's laying flat on his back in the car. And I was like, just relax, man, relax. Just calm down. And the other guy's like, "Man, I'm not opening the door." And I said, "Well, the guy's got to be in there. The person's got to be in there."
Yeah.
So I go over and open the door. This dude is hanging upside down, all tangled up in the airbag. He didn't have his seatbelt on, but he's upside down, all tangled up in the airbag. He's like, "Man, what the hell happened?" I said, "I don't know, dude. You all right?" And he crawls out from the car, and he tries to stand up. He is like 3 sheets to the wind, dude. He is gone. He's wasted. And he's standing over there, and he
for him.
finally, huh?
good thing for him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he was up. I mean, like I said, he was all tangled up upside down in the car. And he's like, man. And I said, let me go back over and check on the other guy. So I go back and check on the other guy. And he says, man, you got to call my wife. You got to call my wife. And I said, all right. And he hands me his phone. And I said, you know, like, what button? Or, you know, what's your wife's, you know, like. So he starts giving me his phone number. And I get and I said, okay. And I figured I'd put it on speakerphone, you know. Put it on speaker, dial it. And he goes, oh, shit. He said, that's my number. I said, all right, dude, just give me your wife. Just, you know, give me your wife's number.
You was talking to him?
He goes, I need my phone. I need my phone. And I'm like, yeah, I have your phone. And he goes, no. My other phone. So he had another phone on the floor, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I don't know, dude. This is getting really shady, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, so and the other guy, he was a younger guy, kind of skinny. And this other guy, he wasn't big like me, but he was tall. I mean, you know, he wasn't. But he's trying to walk away. He's trying to leave the scene. And the other guy's like, no, you gotta stay. And he's like, get out of my way, man. Get out of my way. And he's like, hey, dude, I need some help over here. So I turn around and said, hey, sit the fuck down. Okay. And he laid down. And then the cop showed up. And he's like, what's going on here? I said, I have no idea, dude. I came around the corner, and this dude was upside down, and this guy, you know, is trying to call his wife. But it was a mess, dude. I could not believe that car was just sitting there spinning around.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know if he's drunk or not, but this guy's, you know, especially, I do know when those airbags go off, dude, it's loud as fucking, especially in the car.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't quiet. And I mean, I've set a few airbags off, so it ain't quiet. And I don't know if he was disoriented from that, but he couldn't stand. Well, he couldn't stand. So I mean, I'm pretty sure he was intoxicated.
Wow.
That was the adventure on that Monday. I mean, that Saturday morning.
Wow.
So I was just lucky afterwards that the cop let me go, because he's like, well, you know, do you know anything? I don't know anything, dude. This is what I rolled up on. I didn't see anything. I had to play Sergeant Schultz for a minute. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing.
Right.
So,
well, I'm sure they wanted a statement. You know, anything you tell them.
yeah.
Wow.
But
Yeah, when I got a story kind of like that. When I was in New York, I was probably 16, 17, 18, somewhere around there. Anyway, some guy, drunk guy, came around a turn, hit this car that was on this side of the road, came this way, hit this car, then came straight and took out this huge tree that we had in our front yard, and then tapped my 75 Cutlass, which then pushed it into my dad's 69 Buick, and it was a 75 to 77 Monte Carlo. This whole wheel was pushed in. You can see like a tree hit it. The floorboard was all pushed up, and it got windows broken. Right, he jumps out of the window, he crawls out, and he goes, "You guys didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. I wasn't here." And he goes to stand up, boom, falls right down. Both his legs were broken.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're like, "You're not going anywhere. If you start going anywhere, make sure you don't."
Wow.
I was like, "Holy crap!" I go, "I was so drugged out. I don't know what." He's trying to stand up, and he's just like crawling, and I'm like, you know, we just stand there watching him. You know, the police showed up shortly after that, and I'm like, all right, they took him away.
Yeah.
I was like, geez, dude, how fast are you going down my road?
Yeah. And trees,
like a tree was a huge tree.
Trees don't move. I just, you know, I had a buddy of mine in the car with me about a week ago. We were going through parts of Oceanside, and I showed him. I said, man, you know what? There's a shortcut I used to take because we knew some girls that lived down in here in this one area. It's off the beaten path. It's down by the bridge and where the marinas are. I said, let's see if I can find it after all these years. So, I made one wrong turn, then I found it. And I said, I'll tell you a funny story. I said I was driving my 65 Chevy at the time, and it was everything always happened like in the fall when the leaves fell and the leaves would get wet. I mean, I'd slip. Everything happened in the fall. So this particular night, I was driving to one of the girls' houses, and the road had a curve in it. And as I navigate, and it was a narrow road, I navigate the curve, the back of the car slides out, and quarter panel hits this small tree. But I heard, boom, it sends me back the other way, and I keep going. Like, I'm more worried this guy's going to come out and, kill me because I hit his tree. Or I don't know. Yeah, it was a tree, not a mailbox. And as I'm driving, I hear this noise, like a scraping noise. And so I pull up, a couple hundred feet up, get out of the car, and I look. I'm dragging my gas tank by the hose.
Oh,
The straps just broke, and the only thing that saved me was they were on wet leaves on the ground, so it kind of insulated it. And I was so concerned that this guy was going to find me, ream me out for hitting this tree. I walked over to the girl's house, got my buddy Tom to come get me with a tow truck. It's like, let's get the hell out of here. I really did nothing wrong, but still, I was like just scared. I was young, and learned that original straps weren't that strong back then. So, this is the place right here. This is the curve. What's plum? What happened to? No.
What was it, Roy?
Yeah, Roy disappeared.
He's well, yep.
Yeah, it's gone.
Like a snack time.
All right, fellas, I'm on the road.
We were thinking Dog was going to be taking over there for a minute. We were hoping, hoping she'd speak.
Yeah, he tried to kick me out.
Yeah. Checking out the camera, looking at the phone.
He was like, the dog was like, "Let's get it on the road. We've been sitting here too long."
Yeah. He was looking out the window, and he wanted business.
So he put it at 450 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay,
450. Yep.
Pretty neat little contraption. He didn't really put a lot of force on it. It like bends.
Right.
It's pretty sweet.
Good luck getting those off if you have a flat.
Yeah.
I'm calling the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna hit
All right,
the road.
Lewis, be safe.
All right,
All
Lewis.
right, I'll talk
Take
to you
care,
guys later.
All right.
See ya.
Yeah. So Brian, I gotta say, I got the repair part for the 13 millimeter ratchet wrench the other day.
Yeah, I saw.
And
You want to cut us?
I said, you want to end early? Is that yeah?
Well, I mean, we get down and dirty and start talking nasty.
All right. So for Lewis Lee, Ray Guarino, Mackerman Brian, Jim, Keith, and nobody else playing traffic. We'll be back next week. See ya.
See you guys.
Gotta
see you, bye.